Hey tribe, Dawna here with Transformational Healing. And today for our spiritual check-in, I wanted to do a little bit of a pre-holiday. Where's your stress level? How's your health? Are you getting plenty of sleep? Have you gotten all of the things done that you need to get done for your holidays? Um, just kind of checking in about anxiety and stress, perhaps, of being with family or traveling, with the different bugs that are out there, all kinds of different things, just to see where you are at, where you're at with your holiday prep. If you need any more suggestions than the suggestions that I gave to you guys in the creating handmade gifts for Yule, different kinds of stuff for taking care of yourself. And I've had lots and lots of videos that I put up over the last several weeks that should help you with a lot of these things. But I need to know if there's anything that I'm missing and to give you guys a chance just to sit, relax, breathe, get your cup of tea. I went with Earl Grey tea today. Did you know that one of the things that I use often that was passed down to me from one of my teachers for helping to open the chest is actually just plain black tea, and Earl Grey works well as a substitute with actually adding sugar and a little bit of lemon or lime juice. The black tea has the caffeine to open up the chest and open up the blood vessels. The sugar forces it through your system a little faster. So there is use of sugar as a medicinal use of sugar, very small amounts, and the lemon and lime help to open up things as well. So it's just a quick remedy that most people might have in their house. So Rachel is here. Rachel says hello and that she has chai today. I was going to opt for chai and I forgot it on the counter at home. So Earl Grey it is. I did see a ginger lemon though. I almost went for that. And it's really cold here today. It is actually snowing. So it was supposed to be snowing on and off, just little tiny bits of snow for the whole entire weekend. So I named my sale that I have going on in the website the Snowy Weekend Sale, and then it didn't snow at all until today. But it looks like we're supposed to get 4 to 6 inches today, so I guess that will make up for all of it. So if you missed it, there is a buy more, save more sale going on the website, and it starts with $5 off 30, and I think 10 off 50, and goes up from there. So it's on everything on the website except for the classes. But there will be something going on for classes during our countdown to Yule, which started today. Can you believe that there's only 10 days left till Yule? See, when I say holiday prep, I'm thinking 10 days. I started the countdown today, and I'm like, I still have gifts that I still need to get for people. I still have gifts I need to get in the mail for people. But, things happen. And I guess for me, I'm looking at it as deadlines aren't deadlines. And we do celebrate Yule in our own house. We celebrate that on the solstice. I've seen a lot of posts lately with people discussing that Yule isn't until January 6th and other things like that. Now, there is a Norse Asatru holiday that happens sometime in early January, that happens, 12 days after the solstice. And the solstice will move every year. So that holiday will move every year. It's not always on the 6th. And I believe that is called Yule, with a Jul, not the same as Yule, which is typically celebrated on the winter solstice. And the solstice, like I said, will move from technically the 19th to the 22nd. It can move back and forth. It just tends to be close to the 21st because that's the middle But it does shift because it's whatever is the shortest day and the longest night of the year. So um, just depends on where you're at and what you celebrate. There are so many festivals of light that are celebrated, and I think that they're all beautiful. They're all celebrated for different reasons, different types of what people consider light and brightness. They don't all necessarily have to do with the sun, but the Christian Christmas happens to be, the birth of the sun, but that would be the Son of God. We have the holiday of Kwanzaa coming up. We have Hanukkah coming up. Even things like Saturnalia that people celebrate, um, and all sorts of different holidays that come from, different paths, different religions, but they're all festivals of light. And I think that that's wonderful. And I think that we should all celebrate them across the board. So, um, let me know what types of holidays you guys celebrate, because I know that not everyone that's in the tribe considers themselves to be pagan or earth spirituality. Most of them consider themselves to be interested in natural healing or nature based or mindful. Um, some people are Christian witches. There's all sorts of people that are in the tribe. And I think that that's a huge blessing to be able to have people that are seeking truth for themselves, seeking balance and mindfulness and all of that for themselves, and have different spiritual beliefs, but everyone gets together, everyone supports each other, and um, just kind of works as a great support system for each other, especially the Facebook group part of this. So Rachel says, we're going to write cards today and go shopping tomorrow. I went from being ahead to running late. That can happen so easy. I spent 6 hours making cookies yesterday. So if you have watched my handmade gifts for Yule video, you'll know that the cookies and hot cocoa mix and things like that are all things that I make for presents for people, because material things are nice, but in our material age, everyone has tons of stuff. So I'd rather give people experiences or give people yummy food or love, um, things that show them love, that I care for them. And we usually do like family gifts and things like that. We give gifts to the kids, but we just kind of do family gifts. So treats are always what I typically do. Um, but what else have you been working on, Rachel? And right on cue, she says, we're an eclectic mix of Christmas. We grew up with Yule and our own traditions. Yep. Um, we'll be celebrating Christmas with all of our extended families. And we do Yule in the house, which actually works out pretty well, because then the kids go to their dad's house and visit with their father's family for Christmas. And Todd and I usually get a little bit of a quiet Christmas, depending on, he used to have to work as a firefighter a lot on Christmas and Thanksgiving. But he'll be home. We'll go to his parents' house on New Year's, and then just hang out and have a quiet Christmas. So it will all work out beautiful. I like the mixture of family traditions that are passed down from Christmas time, and then those merging into us adding in whatever things we do for our traditional holidays. So for me, whether I'm behind or not, I'm not really stressed out about it. I'm just kind of, going with the flow. And when I'm mailing and shipping a lot of gifts and things like that, they all know that, we celebrate for well over a month. So no one's worried about when things will arrive, and it has to get there before Christmas. I set for my shop, I set that Christmas, guaranteed Christmas date way early, about a week before USPS does. So it's coming up on that USPS date, I believe this Monday or Tuesday. I set it on the 5th so I could get orders out the 6th. And I think that it's like the 16th or 15th without priority mail that they're recommending. But things are moving pretty fast. I mean, everything that I shipped out on Friday is actually supposed to arrive by Monday. One thing goes on Tuesday that was going all the way out to California, and that's pretty fast for this time of year. I've been seeing a lot of my fellow merchants complaining, especially those poor merchants in the UK when they're all going on strike, the postal workers. So that's kind of crazy. So Rachel says, let's see, I got 5 pounds of soap shavings yesterday. Oh, wow. And mixed up a few batches of laundry powder before my arms became tired. Yeah, cookies yesterday. Oh my goodness. I still have more to mix up today because lots of people want to give it a try. So that's pretty cool. I like that you make your own laundry powder. It's one of the exciting things. I did get those dryer sheet sets back up. So if anyone's looking for natural dryer sheet sets, I think there's 3 left. And you get the glass jar, the instructions, the flannel dryer sheets, and your choice of an essential oil to go with them. So it's all natural, and you just keep using the same sheets over and over and over again. With a vinegar and essential oil mix. They're really cool. I don't know what's up with my throat today, but it's a little bit scratchy. The colds that are going around, I said I wanted to talk about colds. It still looks like we have COVID stuff going on. The milder cases, the different strains of COVID still appear to be going on. But a lot of people are complaining about the flu. And a lot of people are getting what appears to be RSV. So when I was, younger, when my kids were younger, I thought that only kids could get RSV. Well, that's not necessarily actually the case. It's just that it's only dangerous when the kids get RSV. Because babies, you know how like we breathe and our bodies just breathe automatically. It's just something you don't need to think about breathing. Your body just does it. Well, very young children only breathe through their nose. They're not mouth breathers at all. I think I have that. Did I just say that backwards? No, they breathe through their nose so that if they're breastfeeding or bottle feeding or something, they don't breathe through their mouth. They always breathe through their nose. And they don't know how to breathe through their mouth automatically without thinking about it. So when they get that super duty heavy cold that has all that congestion and built up mucus in it, which is what RSV does, it clogs up the nose and it causes you to cough and hack a lot. So that's why the babies really, really have a hard time. And the older you get, the easier it is for you to deal with it, because if your nose is all clogged and snotty, you know how to blow it out. You know how to deal with it. You can cough. And you can cough up stuff. You can get rid of mucus that way. But I will say that I definitely had the RSV over almost 3.5 weeks ago now. And I'm still dealing with that. So it's not something that goes away very quickly. And I know that I'm doing all sorts of stuff with teas and with herbs and all of the things that I recommend to you guys that I have recommended before with my immune boosting blog and some of the upper respiratory videos. the different home remedy tips that I have. There's a great thing if you just look up natural remedies or home remedies as one of the playlists. It'll put you on a great playlist of all sorts of ways that you can help your body deal with all of that. But a lot of people are dealing with this, and this cough does not go away. Like, it was really bad for 2.5 to 3 weeks, and now I'm at like 3.5 weeks, and you can still hear it kick up. If I talk a lot, that sort of thing, or if I get into a place where it's a little more dry, it's still kicking up. So to all of you that are still dealing with that, hanging on cough, keep up with the lozenges, keep up with all of those upper respiratory herbs and remedies and teas and oregano oil and all of those things that I recommend, thyme and turmeric and all sorts of stuff like that. Just keep taking it. It will help. Even if it seems like it's hanging in there forever, it really will help. And to make sure you contact your doctor if you need it, especially if you're having problems breathing. So anything that I say on here, you guys know, is just home remedy tips, not doctor stuff. Just suggestions for things that I'm doing or my family's doing and stuff that I've used as an herbalist for over 20 years. So, but definitely not prescriptions or anything like that. So use your doctors. But I know that a lot of the emergency rooms are getting really full from what I'm hearing people talking about. So try to help yourself with the home stuff, as in addition to whatever the doctors can help you with. Because none of the stuff I'm saying is going to interact with anything. It's drinking teas and eating hot soup. So Rachel is going back to her soap stuff. Let's see. She says, in addition to writing our cards today, we're going to do some crafting, some painting, and hopefully some baking. You're going to be busy today, girl. We've got our Christmas music going and festive candles scenting the air. Yay! And I think that that's what we need. You got to get a simmer pot on. So when we're making cookies yesterday, I tell my oldest to turn on some, Christmas music, that we should be playing Christmas music because we're making Christmas cookies. And what does my oldest turn on? Whamageddon. Whacked me right upside down. I was like, really? I haven't heard that song in years during the Christmas season. Totally nailed me. I thought that was kind of funny, though. I was like, really? Last time I let you choose Christmas music. But let's see. What else did we say we were going to talk about? So we talked about colds. I know that Rachel's been recently staying pretty healthy. I closed my window that had everything on there that we were going to chit chat about. Let's see if I can find it over here. So, lack of sleep. A lot of people have been saying that they're not sleeping lately. I know that most people know about things like melatonin and things like that, but I do have some videos up on the channel already about helping with stress and anxiety and essential oils and things like that to use. And I also believe that I have some up there for sleep. So I'll put them in not the live chat comments, but I will put them in the comments of the video below. Different playlists that will help. So the playlist for upper respiratory stuff, the playlist for stress and anxiety, and the playlist for sleep. There are lots of teas that you can use, but routine, believe it or not, being mindful about where your body is at, and where your stress levels are at, can really help. So there are herbs like chamomile and lavender and aromatherapy and things like that. I have the, I don't want to get a thing here. I have the sleep tea. Let me think. I have a knockout tea and I have a sweet dreams tea. I had to think about that so that I didn't name the wrong thing. But I also have a sweet dreams aromatherapy, which doesn't have any lavender in it, believe it or not. There's a lot of people that are allergic to lavender, and my brother happens to be one of them. And I happen to be the person that made him figure that out, which was not fun for him. I made him a wonderful eye pillow, me and my homemade gifts. Let me think about this. Oh, it'd have to be almost at least 15 to 20, like maybe even 20 years ago. I made him this eye pillow with flaxseed and lavender. And he thought it was awesome. And I think maybe he heated it up and put it on, and his whole entire face broke out. And from that point forward, he has been allergic to lavender. Or at least that's when he found out he was allergic to lavender. He didn't know that before then. So, yeah, I'm not sure if it was my fault or not. But at least I helped him find that out before he internally took some lavender or something. So everything that I make for his whole entire household has to be lavender free. And then I found out that quite a few of my other friends were allergic to lavender. So I've adapted a lot of my products. And if there's something that I do make that has lavender in it that anyone wants, all they have to do is ask, and I will try to make it custom without lavender. And that goes for any herb that you're allergic to. If you're allergic to one thing, um, anyone that is allergic to nuts and wants me to use olive oil or coconut oil wouldn't be so easy to use, but maybe something like a jojoba or something in any of the oil blends that we make. There's a lot of adaptations that I can do to the anointing oils and the rollerball oils that don't use the almond oil, but the almond oil tends to be pretty not allergens, except for people who have severe nut allergies. And in that case, just let me know what type of oil works best for you, and I'll make sure that it's not contaminated in any way and get you a bottle that will work for you. But there's all kinds of things to help with sleep, like aromatherapy and calming and soothing music, getting into those routines. Routines, especially in the winter time. I mean, like in the summer, I break all my routines because I'm back and forth and I'm traveling a lot and I'm working outdoors a lot. And a lot of my routines are different in the summer than they are in the winter time. And in the winter is when I really, really need my routine of getting up and doing what I do and getting dressed and putting on my shoes and doing all the things that I do in the morning and throughout the day, and then my bedtime routine so I can actually go to sleep. Until the last couple of nights, I'd been staying up until 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning working. I was sleeping until 9ish, but I was definitely, you know, staying up very, very late. And I've been trying to go to bed earlier and switch it to getting up earlier. So, but those routines really, really help because you're not stressed because you know what's coming. If you're planning your days ahead of time and you know what's coming, then you're going to be less stressed along the way. So all of those things will help with those stress levels, especially with the holiday stuff. Plan out all the things that you have left as you get them done so that you can see all the stuff you have done instead of the list of all the things that you haven't done. A lot of times that helps a lot too. Rachel said, I'm glad that you reminded me. We also planned on simmering some of your wassail. Oh, yeah. Simmer pots are awesome. We have simmer pots and the spice cider left. I think there's only one spice cider left in the shop at all for this year. It'll be the last one that's there this year. But I think there's a couple more simmer pots that are left. Other than that, is there anything else going on for you, Rachel, that you need today? I think that I covered all the stuff in my list. Yeah. So, But making sure that you're staying grounded, making sure that you're mindful of your boundaries. Tuesdays, the next 2 Tuesdays, I think we're going to be talking about boundaries and mindfulness, and one of them is a meditation, and how you can use your compassion for others to, um, and compassion for yourself, of course, to make sure that you're setting up healthy boundaries, but also that you're able to give to others and recognize other people's boundaries as well. Because a lot of times during the holidays, with dealing with perhaps family or estranged family, different things like that, some of you have asked about um, if it's any different for celebrating with family and family traditions, if you have different beliefs than the family does. And for me, it doesn't matter. We have our family traditions that are our family traditions. But my family is pretty much accepting of that everyone has their own paths and they do their own thing. But I know that there are some families that don't feel that way. And so being able to keep healthy boundaries and to keep yourself safe in situations might be really important. So that's what we're going to chit chat about the next couple of Tuesday live videos. Um, Rachel says that they're doing good. They started yoga back up. See, I told you, it's that winter, got to get your routine going. Started making smoothies again and managed to stay away from sugary snacks all week. Sugary snacks are Rachel downfall. That's why I was very careful about saying, careful use of sugar in tea. That it can have a purpose that actually does work. And I don't mean this in a doctorish way, but medicinally healthy, a healthy way to use sugar, or a purposeful way to use tiny little bits of sugar to do something to help you. So she's giggling and laughing at me. So, what else do we have going on? Today I am teaching a protection and create a protection amulet class at Star and Splendor. Or hopefully I'm teaching that class where it's getting pretty snowy out there. The intention is to be teaching that class today. Last minute registrations can be done on the starandsplendor.com website. If you're local to the Albany, New York, Capital District, New York area. Wednesday night, we have the Shamanic Journey study group going on at 7 o'clock. That's also registering on Star and Splendor. The snowy weekend sale is going to end tonight at midnight. And you're going to have to wait till whenever the next sale starts. There will be one more sale before Yule that I have a special thing for you. I want you guys to have fun counting down to Yule with us. On Facebook and Instagram, we started our 10 days till Yule countdown. And we like to put funny GIFs or, funny comments after them. Facebook is so much easier. Instagram doesn't like to play around. It doesn't let you guys to put pictures as comments and stuff. So you got to kind of get creative with emojis. That's about all you can do. But on Facebook, you can find really cool GIFs for each number, or post really cool pictures for each number, and to count down our celebration to Yule with us. So that's lots of fun. Other than that, I think that's pretty good. So we're at 10 days till Yule. I'll be live video on Tuesday. I should be live next Sunday at 2 o'clock. And we have been doing replay videos every Thursday. So to check out whatever video we are offering as our favorite replay for this time of year, make sure that you keep track in the community tab of the post that we put up. That's where I will post what the Thursday video is that we're recommending. And most of you guys are going to be watching this on the replay. So make sure that you check out the comments that I put below that will give you the playlist that you can choose from that will help you the most right now. Whether you're looking for herbal remedies or some anxiety and stress ideas, or you need to get some more or better sleep right now and working with mindfulness in your teens. So I'll post several of the playlists in separate comments below so that you can just click on those and get to the best videos for you. As always, feel free to put in your comments, ask questions. I do answer questions. And who knows, maybe you might even get a video made on your question with a whole entire video if possible. So many blessings to all of you. Check out those playlists down below. And thank you, Rachel, for coming and hanging out. I hope you have a wonderful time getting all of the last of the gifts and the decorations and everything ready for Yule, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Saturnalia, and I'm sure that I am missing some. Pop those in the comments too. What holiday do you celebrate for the Festival of Lights? Because that would be really good information for me to know. So pop that down there too. And I will see you very soon. Many blessings.